if you have gone to a boutique, you probably have gotten these information, but if you are not near a boutique, these are some of the things that I wanted to just put out there. This video is going to show you guys different point of views and perspectives and practicality, so you can see which one technically suits you more, so you're making more of a logic decision versus an emotional decision. Hi guys, welcome back to today's video. Today I wanted to compare entry-level bracelets from two brands, two very iconic brands, which is Cartier and Van Cleef & Arpels. I know that some of you guys have asked me you should buy Cartier first or Van Cleef first, but today we're gonna look at it from different perspectives, so hopefully that can make things easier for you to decide. I have three beautiful bracelets here. These bracelets are very popular and they have very similar price points. But when you're ready to make an investment, would you know which one you would buy first? I want to present them in different perspectives for you to see which one would work best for your lifestyle, because they're all kind of different. If you have a favorite, which one would you buy first? Or if you already have your Van Cleef or your Cartier bracelet, let's still take a look at today's video and see which one works best for you. I have chosen very beautiful and similar price point pieces to show you guys the comparison today. So we have the Cartier Love bracelet in the small size, and that is currently priced at $4,050 US. And we also have the Van Cleef Vintage Alhambra 5 motifs in the white mother of pearl, which is kind of everybody's all-time favorite. And personally, I also went for this one when I chose to buy a bracelet from the Vintage Alhambra collection. There are different factors we have to look at when it comes down to these pieces, because with a similar price point, how do you decide which one is going to suit you more? And before we get into the analysis or get into the video, if you have owned this or if you are thinking about buying it, let me know in the comment section below which one do you prefer more. I wanted to see what you guys think, because both are very popular brands and the price points are very similar. A lot of times people are like, what do? I have this amount of money. I want to invest into something that I could use for a long periods of time, or they want to buy something that when they go to different events or different occasions, they could wear it. Who knows? Let me know in the comment area below, what is your go-to if you were to choose between this one and this one. I know it's hard because in luxury we all do have things that we love and we like to spend our money on, but sometimes maybe it's a good thing that we're thinking about it before actually making a purchase. Let's talk a little bit about where they come from and what's the deal with them. The Love bracelet, if you guys know, if you have ever seen anywhere that has Cartier pictures, it's like either Love bracelet or the Joseon Clue, which she's right here. I think they are easy to wear. The two pieces that I'm talking about today are pieces that does not have a lot of embellishments or diamond settings in there, so they're just pure gold. You can choose them in different tones of gold, so there's rose gold, yellow gold, and white gold. The two I have on hand right now is the yellow gold small Joseon Clue and the rose gold small Love bracelet. Personally, the Cartier rose gold tone complements my skin tone the most. When I try on the yellow gold, it does tend to look a little bit dull, but the rose gold is kind of on the pinkier side, so it just kind of pops more on my complexion. And if you have watched the other videos on my first luxury, I have mentioned many times that the rose gold from Cartier does oxidize over time, so the color tends to change into a little bit more yellowish tone. But if you were to put them right next to each other, you would still see that yellow gold has a lot more of that yellow undertone versus the pink gold, which has more of a reddish undertone. They're both very lovely. And I also did a very detailed comparison on both of these bracelets from the small size to the regular size. So if you guys want to see more of an in-depth comparison, you can definitely check the links in the description box. The Jason Clou is something that does not have any mechanism. You don't have to use this bracelet and thinking, oh my god, I'm going to lose it. If you choose the right size, it's a piece of bracelet that will wrap around your wrist perfectly, and it does not have any mechanism, so I think the maintenance on that is very low. If we are talking about the small love bracelet, it has one less opening compared to the regular size. So this one is a hinge design, so you open it up and then you can very easily lock the other side. I have heard friends who talk about their experience of having loose screws. So far, my love bracelet I have been wearing on the daily, the regular size one, and it has 2 screw-in mechanisms on the bracelet. I would say that over time it is going to loosen up a little bit, but it does not get to a point where it's gonna unscrew itself and open it up and then the piece will just fall off. So there's one side where the screw is attached, and I don't think it will come off very, very easily. Next is the very, very beautiful and feminine 5 motifs vintage Alhambra bracelet in the white mother of pearl. And if you have not gone to a Van Cleef boutique or, talked to their salesperson yet, here's some information that you might want to know, because the collection offers different gemstones. So this is mother of pearl. They also have the black onyx. They have the red carnelian. They also have it in the malachite, as well as I think a blue agate. There are many other variations in this lineup, and the white mother of pearl being the least expensive out of all of these stone selections. It is on the more durable side. I know that the more delicate stones will be the malachite, and if you planning on wearing these bracelets on the daily, wearing the bracelet and doing everything in it, the malachite stone might tend to crack more easily compared to the other stones. Besides the different appearances that each gemstone offers, you also want to kind of consider the practicality. If you were to select, the malachite stone, maybe wear it for special occasions. It's probably more suitable for that. But the white mother of pearl, it's just beautiful on its own. It has a very natural fluorescent kind of reflection on the surface of the gem itself, so you can see it under different light. It reflects different tones, so I do think this is a great piece to start. Next, let's talk about practicality. I want to point out between the Cartier bracelets and the Van Cleef bracelet. The Van Cleef bracelet requires a little bit more upkeep maintenance compared to the love bracelet or the Jason Clou, because it is a open end kind of display on the gemstone. The possibility of you might be able to crack it open is a lot higher. Love bracelet, on the other hand, or the Jason Clou, they are just a piece of gold. Basically, you can wear gold pretty much on the daily, and it's a lot easier to clean, and you can polish it with a cloth at home, and the gold is more durable compared to the stones that's on this kind of bracelet. So I would say practicality wise, the full gold bracelets is more durable than mother of pearl stone. And another thing is, if you are literally wearing this on the daily over time, the oil on your skin or the dust from our everyday life will probably clog some of these very fine endings on the design of these bracelets, and it's probably going to be a little bit harder to remove it. That's another thing that you might want to keep in mind if you want to choose bracelets like this. So next, let's talk about price. Even though they are in the same price point bracket, it's between $3,000 to $4,000, it's still a lot of money. And from there, between these 3 products, it still varies between prices. And I think the least expensive is probably the small Jason Clou. It is priced at $3,050 as of 2020. It's something that's just very easy to glide on because of this kind of elasticy closure. Maybe over time, if you're often taking it off from your wrist, you might stand the risk of bracelet kind of deforms or overbending, overstretching, so it doesn't close properly. So if you are thinking to wear this on the daily, it is going to wear pretty well over time, and I would try to avoid constantly taking on and off. Small love bracelet in the rose gold. I do think this is another very practical piece to be wearing on the daily because it's a hinge design that has one closure on one end, and if you wear it on the daily, I don't think that it's going to fall off or anything. But I'm not saying this in the absolute sense because we all wear things very differently and we have different lifestyles. For the most part, this is more of a practical design and then it wears very well on the wrist. So I do recommend if you want to select an everyday piece, this is another great one to start. By the way, I do have another video where I even weighed and measured them. So if you want to check it out, I'm pretty sure the links are going to be in the description box. And lastly, this beautiful, beautiful, very fluid, very detailed, very dainty and feminine vintage Alhambra from Van Cleef & Arpels is something that is going to be probably least practical out of the other two that I showed you earlier. It's not a piece that's gonna just stick on your hand. It is going to glide from your wrist, and if you are wearing other pieces of jewelry, a lot of times this one could glide underneath it and other jewelry could go over it. I'm afraid that I would worry about the wear and tear on the gemstone itself over time. And then all the gemstones are set into this like cast. So over time, if you keep having things rubbing over it, I'm afraid that the little details might wear off. Also, if you have a very small wrist and when you buy bracelets like this, you can ask the brand to remove links for you. So this one is actually modified, which one link had been taken out, so it kind of shorten it and make it look a little bit more snug on the wrist to suit the perfect wrist. So that's another thing you might want to worry about. I wouldn't necessarily recommend wearing this on the daily, and of course you can wear it on the daily, it's whatever you want to do. But you know, if you are someone who really wants to care for your jewelry or your investment, I would advise to wear it more for the special occasion. It's not special anymore if it's something that you really love and you wear it on the daily all the time. This is just something that makes a great layering piece, and by itself it does make a statement. And if you are a luxury designer brands lover, you are going to recognize any of these three very, very easily. I don't know if your choice is gonna be different than mine, but after this, which one would you pick to choose as your very first purchase from these luxury designer brands? Let me know in the comment below. I wanted to see what you guys think, and I don't know if your opinion has changed after watching this video or if it stayed the same. So definitely let me know because I'm very curious. Remember to subscribe to the channel. We have a lot more exciting videos coming out next. And thank you so much for watching today's video, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Bye guys, take care.
It's time.